All right, everyone. Welcome back to RMR TV here on Respect My Region. I'm your host, Kaja Deric, and today is the new episode of my new show, New Music Mondays. Each week, I break down some of the hottest newly released music from the world's biggest artist. And before we get started, I need to share a brief update about our sponsor on this episode. And today's episode is powered by RMR Legacy Smalls, Respect My Region's cannabis flower line, available in Washington State and California. You can visit our website, respectmyregion.com/legacy-smalls, to find out where you can pick up our 7G quarters with premium indoor flower. Okay, now moving on. There's been so many great songs released this week from a variety of artists spanning numerous genres, and I'm here to give you the rundown of some of our favorites over here at Respect My Region. Okay, to kick things off, Dave East released a new song this Friday, Hustlers, which features Tyga. And this song is off East's newest studio album, Fortune Favors the Bold. The track includes great vocals from both rappers, and production-wise, it has a classic hip-hop beat and some looped samples of a choir, which adds a lot to the song. The lyrics have a lot of clever lines. My favorite was stuffed 50,000 large in a grocery bag, and all I smell is cash through this COVID mask. Love those COVID references. They're funny. East also releases a new music video for the song, which features Tyga and Dave East rapping in a white mansion. The music video also includes some guest appearances from Coi Leray, Kid Capri, and some other famous faces, which is really cool to see. We also got a new song from Quavo and Future this week. The track is titled Turn Yo Click Up, and it's the fourth collaboration we've heard from the pair. The record was produced by A Take, Basso Beats, Sluzzy, and Max Shooter 49. And there's speculation that the song is an outlet for Future to throw shade at Russell Wilson, who, if you guys know the tea with that, he's currently married to Future's ex. So he's definitely not straying away from controversy in his verse, even making some direct name drops. So he says, I got out in the field, fuck Russell, go ask Lori about the PTIC, and go ask Jordan, ask Des. So literally that's everyone involved. He's just throwing it out there. He's like, I don't give a shit. So shout out Future for not giving a fuck. Overall, the song is a sick example of collaboration, from production to lyrics. It's definitely not a song to miss, so you should check that out. Not just for the Russell Wilson tea, just great song either way. Okay, staying in the hip-hop category, we got a new album from Lil Tjay this week. His new album, 222, was released this past Friday, and it's already racking up the streams. And 222 is a reference to when the rapper got shot last summer, if you remember that. He was airlifted to the hospital. The album overall is about growing and maturing amidst tragedies, and one of the standout songs from the record is the 12th one, the 12th track. It's called Project Walls, and it features NBA Youngboy. The track discusses Lil Tjay wanting to change his life after going through hard times. Despite the deep lyrical context, the vibe of the song is quite bright, and it's very melodic and has a hook that sticks in the listener's head. It's great to see him coming back from tragedy even better and making some amazing music. Yeah, I love those songs where it's like really deep, but it also is a good vibe. It's really hard to do, actually, make a happy song with sad lyrics. So shout out to those two for making a great example of that. And finally, to round out the hip-hop songs for this week, before I stray into other genres, Post Malone released a new song, Overdrive. This is the third single off his upcoming album, Austin, which is set to come out at the end of the month. And Post Malone's definitely more pop-influenced these days. It's very mainstream. But nevertheless, he still has the hip-hop influence that we know and love him for. Overdrive's a power ballad in its own right, and its production includes some beautiful guitar parts, emotional vocals, even some string parts. And in the song, Post reflects on a past relationship and talks about how he's been living his life recently in an unhealthy way. Overall, it's a beautiful, reflective track. It's great to see the side of Post Malone. He's definitely growing. I started listening to Post when it was like the Beer Bongs and Bentley's album, and even Stoney. He's always had those deep songs like I Fall Apart, but he's also had those party songs, and I feel like this new album is going to be a combination of that. A little bit more pop influence, but he still has that Post quality that we love about him. Okay, moving on, I'm going to get into some electronic stuff that's been released this week to give our electronic followers some new heat to check out too. First up, and this is probably one of my favorite songs on this whole thing, we have Kode9 with his new release, Infirmary. And throughout his career, Kode9 has been a very leading influential figure in the UK dubstep scene. He's been consistently making music since 2004, and his experience is definitely showing in his newer tunes. Infirmary is an absolute masterpiece in terms of instrumental electronic music. The song starts off with a syncopated piano line and some edited vocals. It grows in intensity and has many drops and sections throughout, even changing like time signatures and feels totally. I personally listened to it and I was like, this could be like multiple songs, but it's definitely very conscious that he made it one. And he's definitely showing his virtuosity, and if you love electronic music, you should totally check out this track. Also, the electronic for this episode was so good. Another electronic release this week is Sega Bodega's incredible remix of the song Bunny is a Rider, which is by Caroline Polachek. And Polachek recently released an EP full of various remixes of the song, and Sega Bodega's remix totally knocks it out of the park. He added a huge amount of vocal effects and an incredible beat. His version definitely gives new life to an already great song, and I can see it becoming a quick hit in clubs. So if you haven't checked that out, the whole EP is great, but Sega Bodega's remix is so great. I love when someone takes a song and changes it completely, but still has the essence. I mean, it's still the same melody, still the same chord structure, but just great song, great interpretation of the song. Okay, now coming to the end of the episode, I wanted to include a pop track that I feel like you guys should check out. So in the pop category for this week, we have a new release from Troye Sivan. It's called Rush. So this is the first out single off his upcoming album, Something to Give Each Other. He hasn't released music in quite a bit. Like, he hasn't released a full album in quite a bit. I mean, I remember him from when he was on YouTube when I was like 12. So he's definitely been around, but hasn't been consistently releasing music. So Rush is above all a party song and was heavily inspired by nights Sivan spent at gay clubs in Melbourne. Production-wise, it has a great piano-driven house beat that makes the listener want to get up and move. There's also a consistent chant through the tune, which adds a lot to the general feel of the track. And Troye Sivan's definitely an artist to check out if you haven't already. He has a lot of elements of different genres that we talk about over here, as well as those pop vocals that, I mean, everyone kind of has a guilty spot for pop vocals. If you're saying you don't, you're lying to yourself. Okay, so thank you everyone for tuning in to New Music Monday this week. I hope that you guys found some new good music to listen to, and I'm going to be doing this every week as well, so keep staying tuned for updates. I'm Kaja Deric. Please make sure to leave us a review in the comments, then like, follow, and subscribe to our Instagram and YouTube. You guys can search Respect My Region 365 on YouTube and respectmyregion.usa on Instagram. So stay blessed, everyone. Peace.